Hi everyone, Bryce here with the May 22nd edition of Small Business by the Bay. We cover 5 essential topics for you, the small business owner here in the Monterey and San Francisco Bay areas. First up, Facebook and Instagram's announcement of their Shops program, e-commerce without having to leave their platform. Second up, how to keep the people that are standing in line happy, line management 101. Third up, cash flow, essential for you, the business owner, trying to make all the emergency funding and all your cash to make it through 2020. Fourth up, we're going to give you a sneak peek into our interview with Humble Brewing Company, which pivoted within 24 hours. They had an e-commerce program up and running, and they're selling more beer than ever. And last up, we have a special interview with Kawasaki on the 5 things that you need to be doing with your social media during COVID-19. So get ready, let's go. All right, Facebook and Instagram made an announcement this week about their Shops program. It's being rolled out now, and essentially it's an e-commerce operation within the platforms. The consumer, the shopper, your shopper, never needs to leave the platform to do business. It syncs with Shopify. You do need to be approved to use it. You have to apply, and they have to check out your operation. And I have a couple notes here. You will be notified because it is being rolled out across the US right now. The fees involved, I'm sure you're curious about that. It looks like it's going to be 5% for any product over $8, and it's going to be 40 cents, flat 40 cents for any product that is below $8. So it does need to be a physical product. There's no downloads available at this time because it's made specifically for that brick and mortar shop and store that is selling products. And it's gonna likely increase your exposure if you're already advertising or if you put some money behind the advertising to attract people to your store. And you don't need to have Shopify to have this application, but it does sync with Shopify. So if you have Shopify already or some of the other big e-commerce platforms, the inventory does sync with it. So they all talk to each other. So those are the essentials. I'm going to have the link to the announcement and to the page that describes all the details, as well as a video that is basically going to walk you through this initial rollout with all the questions that you probably have. Okay, so next up is Line Management 101. Here's a quick video that we did this week that covers the 3 things that you need to be thinking about as you invite people to come do business with you physically at your store, whether they're doing the curbside pickup or they're actually physically entering your store. So take a peek. Line Management 101 in 60 seconds. I stood in line for a good hour and a half yesterday doing business with about 4 businesses. So first, educate your customer that is standing in line for 10, 20, 30, 50, 60 minutes. Let them know which line to stand in, how long it's going to take from this point on. Keep them informed. Second, keep them happy. Individually wrapped cookies, waters, you name it. Keep them happy. Thirdly, you have a captive audience. So if you've just launched an e-commerce segment of your business, let them know. If you have a wall or stanchions, let them know what you're up to. You have a captive audience that are looking and reading at anything to escape the boredom. So, line management. Keep your people happy. They are devoting time to doing business with you. Okay, there we go. Tip of the day. All right, next up is our cash flow segment. We recently did a video with our strategic partner and our good friend, Larry Hebert. He is the cash flow king, and he produced a cash flow management tool that back then was for the next 6 weeks, right when shelter in place went into place. And so he updated the tool, the Excel tool, for you to make cash flow management super easy. But he made this edition for the next 6 months, essentially taking you from June all the way through the end of the year. So be sure to watch this clip right here, quick clip, but then also you can click on the links down below and go right to that post. that we did not too long ago.
But you need to manage your way through to know, do I have the funds to make it through? And I think you almost have to assume, you have to look at, can I go through and make this if I don't get either loan by the end of 3 months? Hopefully it's going to happen. We don't know. We feel pretty good about it, but you need to know if you're going to make it through. So what I like to do real quickly is just show the people how easy this is. Now this spreadsheet, this template is designed to do everything for you. All you do is put the numbers in.
All right, so next up we have a sneak peek into our interview that we did just yesterday on Thursday with Humble Sea Brewing Company, stationed and headquartered here in Santa Cruz. And they unrolled an e-commerce program. They literally built it in 24 hours. From when shelter in place went into place, they launched it, and now they're selling more beer than ever. So here's a quick clip, and expect that video to be coming to you super soon.
But yeah, on the digital side of things, you know, our main stream of revenue was our tap room, selling pints essentially, and some cans for people who were there for pints. And then when that was completely shut down, we loved the saying, "Move fast and break things." We just decided, instead of, you know, be fully calculated out and know 100% exactly what we're doing, it's better just to pivot as soon as possible so that we can learn as quickly as possible, because we all know that the first solution is not going to be our final solution. So you might as well get to that first solution fast. So we started an e-commerce business, and in a matter of 24 hours, we flipped the switch, and we had a full shipping website accessible for anybody shipping within California. Turned it on, pushed it out with an email blast and several Instagram posts, and our first can release, we had 500 orders in the first 2 hours.
And lastly, we did an interview with Guy Kawasaki, the tech icon, who has a remarkable people podcast and has produced 15 books. He's back in the 80s, he was one of the key people behind the Macintosh computer from Apple. He is just an evangelist for so many key things that have impacted all of us in our lives over our lifetime. And he gave us his top 5 tips for how to manage social media during COVID-19. Here's a quick clip on his take on how often you should post. It might shock some of you, so take a look.
You should probably post more often than you ever think is necessary or even acceptable. The concept that you post once or twice a day and the people who matter are going to see it, you're deluding yourself, because there's so much happening in social media. No one's going to scroll back. No one who checks their phone at 4 is going to scroll back at 8 to see, you know, what did he do? What did he post? Nobody cares.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. We have this show coming to you. We're going to aim for every Friday. We basically listen, watch, and basically internalize so much information that we want to bring you the best news, the best updates, the events, all the tech, everything that's going to help you thrive and survive as a business owner here in our San Francisco and Monterey Bay Area region. So stay tuned. Until the next issue, until the next edition, be sure to check out bryceroot.com. That's where you can find all our blogs where we interview rockstar business owners, tech people, you name it. We talk to them. There's a podcast, all sorts of resources, and there's something special there for COVID-19 survival, all sorts of resources. So go there, and until next time, be safe, be healthy, and we'll see you soon. Bye, you guys.